Yeah. Hello and welcome, everybody, to tonight's fantastic dinosaur action. Thumbs up. Amazing potential for that. Tamiyo, Collector of Tales. The addition tonight in place of Zapandrel Hunger Dominus, which was using last night. Of course, Zapandrel doubling the power and toughness of each creature you control in each combat, yours and the opponent's. Every turn this happens, and if you play big creatures like I do, big dinosaurs, that sort of effect, that is very good. But last night was very painful, a little bit on the wackier side, just with the mixture of decks that were faced. A lot of black stuff, Thoughtseize. Well, you may have seen it if you didn't. That's going to happen a lot less with Tamiyo, Collector of Tales, which we'll get right into and why I like it. Not scared to use it. 4 copies once I get myself back on the screen here. Oh, there we go. Okay. A little bit smaller. We'll get there. And I'm wearing the best, pretty much the best shirt I have, my glow-in-the-dark Dinosaurus one. Okay. That should do. All right. Tamiyo, Collector of Tales instead of Zapandrel. Right off the bat, Zapandrel from Phyrexia, all will be 1, costs a total of 7. Now with Stampede Dinosaurs, playing a creature versus 7 is, well, it's quite easy. Sunken Citadel, efficiently making 2 mana for Castle Garenbrig's ability to make 6 green. Sprinkle in a few other lands, and with very few lands, you make a lot. So Zapandrel, that's good. But oftentimes, usually is the case, Carnage Tyrant, I can play that on turn 4 with 4 lands, because I can activate Castle Garenbrig, likely having a Sunken Citadel, searching for it specifically with Sylvan Scrying or just Archdruid's Charm, or we get a little bit ahead with Outcaster Trailblazer. But you get the idea. Carnage Tyrant, turn 4, lovely. However, Carnage Tyrant is oftentimes the only thing I could have played on turn 4. Able to make 6. Ooh, I have Zapandrel, or I did have Zapandrel I could have in my hand, and I'm still waiting to play it, possibly. Maybe it's my only play for the following turn, and it only doubles itself. Zapandrel, of course, gets pretty big, but the opponent could just, well, easily remove it, or make me sacrifice it, or make me discard it. So just having something else that I can do on turn 4, not necessarily a creature, that could, well, that should, it will feel all that much better. And that turn 4 play, tap all 4 lands, boom, Tamiyo. Collector of Tales, more like Collector of Winds. Now if we get this down, hopefully we can, early enough, spells and abilities our opponents control can't cause us to discard cards or sacrifice permanents. That was basically all it was last night, and it was quite painful. So we'll see. Leyline of Sanctity is out, just because Leyline of Sanctity does tend to help me in the mono black waste not matchup. Now that's about it. Pretty simple and straightforward why I want this in, but also it's not super specific. Even if I'm not facing off against an opponent that makes me discard cards or sacrifice permanents, Tamiyo, Collector of Tales does help me to dig further for stuff. Go +1, choose a non-land card name, and reveal the top 4 cards. Put all cards with the chosen name from among them into our hand, and the rest into your graveyard. If I'm desperately looking for Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, I can make so much mana. Oh, possibly on turn 5 I could make 8. That is a very real possibility. So we play Tamiyo on turn 4, +1, dig for Ghalta. Of course, by the time I play Tamiyo, there's a good chance I'll see Ghalta, but even with 4 copies, by the time Tamiyo drops, that still might not happen. So the +1, digging 4 deeper, maybe I get it. Even if I don't, I'm 4 closer to get oftentimes the best thing that this deck can do that wins on the spot. But again, it's not the entire plan. It's not like a glass cannon situation. Oftentimes I'm playing big creatures before Ghalta. Those big creatures are hard to deal with, usually. Of course, with the sacrificing part, Tamiyo, boom, enters. Lovely, lovely. I don't have to worry about Carnage Tyrant getting sacrificed to a Sheoldred's Edict or Liliana of the Veil. Also, Liliana of the Veil's -6, her ultimate, separates all my permanents into 2 piles, and I choose which pile to sacrifice. Usually they split it up pretty even. I have to sacrifice a bunch of lands and maybe a bunch of creatures. Now, there you go. Nothing. And also -3 as well. If I discard something, if the opponent does, if I mill some good stuff that I would have liked to grab, but it wasn't the card that I named, I simply go -3 the turn afterwards, and boom, I return a card. Any card. Could be that Castle Garenbrig, possibly that the mono-black Waste Not opponent destroyed with Field of Ruin or Azorius Control. Any deck can use Field of Ruin or Demolition Field to destroy your non-basic lands. So that right there could be a fantastic case as well. I'm splendid, excited, tongue-tied, flabbergasted. Yeah, it's really a painful type of card matchup. Sacrificing stuff, discarding stuff now, it doesn't happen. We stop it. We put a stop, and we dig closer, or we get something back. And I think those 3 things with Tamiyo Collector of Tales is a pretty lovely package for me. It helps to alleviate some of the painful matchups, the scary moments. But because I'm into blue for Tamiyo, well, we don't have a sweeper, that could be rough. I might splash a little bit more for Culling Ritual. Again, we'll see. Cut, how's it going? Everything is going well. Hopefully everything's going well for everybody watching right now, later on, whenever it is. If it's not going well, if it didn't go well today, at least right now, hopefully it will. A little bit. Yeah, otherwise it's going good. OBS updated, actually. It looks even better and slicker. The program that I use to stream right now, I'm sure a couple of you guys know of OBS. But back to the sideboard. Okay, no black. There's no Culling Ritual. 2 and a black and a green. Destroy all non-land permanents with a mana value 2 or less. All things, creatures, enchantments, artifacts, tokens, all the small stuff, poof, gone. Sometimes that's helped me win against aggro, but I didn't tweak it enough to add in black. It's not hard to see the one source of black that I need. We'll see. But Ketria Triome absolutely makes a lot of sense. I want green, 100%. Definitely need it for Archdruid's Charm, but I also need the blue for Tamiyo, possibly the red for Palani's Hatcher or Regisaur Alpha. However, Ketria Triome absolutely could be whatever the Triome is that is Sultai colors, black, blue, and green. That would be pretty fantastic stuff. It would allow me to more comfortably go with Culling Ritual or some sort of sweeper, potentially. I love it. But again, the blue, I'm getting myself sidetracked once again. Tail's End, if I'm in blue, now I counter any legendary spell. Quintorius, countered. Teferi, countered. An activated ability or a triggered ability could also be quite devastating. Oh, Sorin wants to do the -3. That is an activated ability. Poof, we stop it. The Vein Ripper doesn't enter, and now they have to build up with Sorin, and perhaps that buys us time. Actually, I would just counter the Sorin. Okay, forget about that. Sorin is a legendary permanent. Tail's End, countered. There you go. We don't have to worry about the Vein Ripper. And then Negate could also counter Sorin. Negate was the final addition. I could certainly trim this quite easily. Repulsive Mutation as well. It's just a lot of counter spells. I haven't used Repulsive Mutation yet. It would make for an absolutely fantastic thumbnail art for the night, so I'll keep it in my back pocket. But going to the point of creatures with tons of power, Boon of Boseiju, I will use it. I will use it eventually. Repulsive Mutation, though, also cares about a creature with the greatest power. We can pay X, a green and a blue, to put X counters on target creature you control. Forget about X. I have creatures that are so powerful, I don't ever need to sink anything into it, which is lovely. Let's say the most powerful creature I have is Carnage Tyrant. Boom. Repulsive mutation for a green and a blue only in total. I counter a spell. Are they going to pay an extra 7? Because that's what they have to do. That's not happening. I don't imagine really any opponent has an extra 7 to pay. Or 8. 8 with Tyrranax Rex. 12 with Ghalta. Oh, shoot. Maybe it's Lotus Field. Maybe Lotus Field can make an extra 6. Possibly. Or they want to go with Discontinuity on my turn. Discontinuity costs a total of 6, 4, and 2 blue. It ends the turn. Basically, it's like the Lotus Field opponent just takes an extra turn for 6. It's not fun. However, we counter the discontinuity. Oh, that would be so amazing. Lexicon, how's it going? Hopefully all is well. I'm doing good. I have a cup of coffee. I need more coffee. A cup of coffee. But I'm just explaining about the counter spells that I have in because I'm in blue. This is definitely overkill for counter spell wise. However, I'm just happy I can put a stop to anything at instant speed, of course. It would have to be instant speed for a counter spell, but you get the idea. I can stop a lot of stuff. Will we get run over by aggro? We'll see. Just my luck. I don't have the culling ritual or some sort of sweeper, that sort of thing, but we'll jump right into the match. And 12 minutes, man. I'm losing my touch, I guess. I try to keep it under 10 minutes for the deck intro and whatnot, but I could go off on so many fantastic points and tangents. I think I saw that shout out. I'm pretty sure. I do appreciate it. Anybody giving me a shout out. I love doing this. I love support here and there, and I'll just keep doing it, growing it, and meeting fantastic people. Okay. Well, that's not a fantastic hand. It's about as bad as it possibly could be. Only one land, and it is Cavern of Souls. Doesn't even get me a source of green for Archdruids. Okay, well, still one land. Still about as bad as the first one. Okay, that's quite a bit better. We'll send the cost. Well, you know what? I'm going to keep Vaultborn Tyrant. There could be a possibility I can make 7 for Vaultborn before Palani's Hatcher. Vaultborn Tyrant might be quite key. However, it looks to be Amalia Explore. That's basically the only deck that uses Mana Confluence. We'll have to keep that in mind. Ketria Triome might as well. It always enters tapped. We could draw Sunken Citadel next turn or Castle Garenbrig, and that's going to determine what we would want to grab. Okay. Lotus. What? Lotus. This is odd. Lotus Field. Well, I talked about Lotus Field and having a lot of mana, repulsive mutation, possibly countering something, but yeah. I mean, it's not terrible. They played Lotus Field, they sacrificed 2 other lands. Technically, it's like they have 3 lands. Okay. This is odd. It's kind of strange. We'll get there. Thespian Stage. Lotus Field is going to be used to copy Thespian Stage. 2 of the mana. Thespian Stage has that ability to pay 2, tap it, and it becomes a copy of target land. They're going to chain it. The original Lotus Field, 3 goes to Thespians to make it Lotus Field, and then that Lotus Field taps to make the other. You're about to see what they do. They can't counter Carnage Tyrant, which is quite nice. We'll be able to make 7 next turn. But yeah, they'll chain it. Lotus Field for Thespians, and then that Thespians, and it's tapped. Okay, no, that makes sense. Okay, never mind. Okay. Well, they have 7 now. Anyways, it's not a great position to be in. Hopefully they don't have a sweeper. Actually, I don't mind too much. Oh, yes, it's Lotus Field with Pour Over the Pages. So, they got 2 Lotus Fields, Pour Over the Pages, costing a total of 5, but they made 6, and they untapped both Lotus Fields. That's how it goes. Untap up to 2 lands, yes, absolutely. Lotus Field is they're gonna do that. We just have to hope they don't chain too much stuff with all the mana that they can make. Sometimes they just stack this, Pour Over the Pages to draw cards, untap the Lotus Fields, another Pour Over the Pages, draw cards. And at this particular point, it could potentially be over, but you never know. You know, they could, they could play Strict Proctor. That is strictly good against me. Archdruid's Charm is also pretty good. Yep. So, okay. Well, they have 3 Lotus Fields. I've won against rougher stuff. We're not dead yet. Oh, well, okay. Okay, well, we'll plot the Outcaster Trailblazer, and we'll attack them. Now they have 3, 6, 9. Well, they have a lot. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. That tends to do the trick. We are cooked. We're more than cooked. We're well done, burnt. There's no remnant, no hint of... Yeah. Nothing we could have done. There's nothing I would start with for game 1 against Lotus Field. It is quite uncommon. However, we got a lot of counter spells. That could stop Omniscience, possibly. Strict Proctor. Strict Proctor's ability is a triggered ability. Whenever a permanent entering causes a triggered ability to trigger, counter it. We counter the trigger that stops triggers. And then the trigger still happens from Lotus Field. Watch this. Pretty sure that's how we can do it. Negate. Tail's End. That's what we want. Negate. Also negate. This opponent probably doesn't have a whole lot of creatures, so negate makes a lot of sense. Tamiyo, Collector of Tails, very simple to board that out. Not doing a whole lot in this particular matchup. Replacing it with Tail's End could be big. I love it. Ooh, this is exciting stuff, actually. What else would I want to trim? Outcaster Trailblazer, let's do it. Oh, Tamiyos stops them from searching for Lotus. It does? Huh. Interesting. I'm gonna have to look into that. I thought that was Ashiok. I'm pretty sure it's... I know Ashiok, the... whatchamacallit, I can't remember his name exactly, but he stops you from searching your library. Yeah, Ashiok, yeah. I was a little bit confused there. I've faced off against Ashiok, its static ability, sadly. Yeah, stops you from searching your library. Archdruid's Charm, dead. Oh, you were a Lotus player, okay. I'm going to have to watch out for that. Fortunately, Dragonlord Dramoka is not legal in Explorer. That would be pretty darn painful. And Zakama. Oh, I know Zakama is a very real possibility. Makes a lot of sense. It's just a generally good card. If you can make a bunch of mana, Zakama Primal Calamity is an absolute home run for this deck. Of course, the lands that they tap make a bunch of mana. Zakama, if you cast it, you untap all your lands, and yeah, you get the idea. Zakama Mama. I guess I have to pronounce it Zakama Mama. It's always been Zakama for me. Yeah. Okay, well, this looks pretty darn good. We don't have a source of blue quite yet. We're going to respond to something they do. They're going to do something for 3. Archdruid's Charm. Oh, look, hey, you want an Archdruid's Charm? Well, now I go my own. I got the better art, buddy. Sunken Citadel. Choose blue. Boom, we got our source of blue for negate or tail's end. And now this is going to get interesting, I think. Hopefully. Okay, that's not too bad. They lost 2 lands, that's good. They didn't have a way to counter that triggered ability of Lotus Field and make it so they didn't have to sacrifice the stuff. Oh, ugh. Cut, are you facing me? I think you're facing me. I don't like it. That's no fun. But we'll play Vaultborn Tyrant. 100% a big thing. Possibly trade with the Elder Gargroth and well, it's good stuff. Elder Gargroth is a pretty decent creature for sure. It doesn't have haste. Palani's Hatcher or Regis or Alpha can't give it haste. But it does it's a nice package. Big time. Maybe if the token that it made was 4 power and it would, trigger Vaultborn Tyrant. Like that. Okay. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Now the question becomes, do I want to just attack him? Do I want to take out the Elder Gargroth? Perhaps. See what they do. Yeah, I want that copy. I'll wait and maybe counter something, and I'll still be able to search with Archdruid's Charm. This could be very, very big. I know it is a little bit scary, I must admit. I can't play that. I'm thinking. Yeah. All right, we wait. Counter a big thing they play, and then Archdruids. Okay, make your mana. Not too bad. Well, that's all right. That's all right. We'll wait till they maybe dump a lot. Something omniscience. Oh boy, I'm excited actually. This is kind of fun, intense. I imagine they have a counter spell maybe to protect whatever. Oh, pour over the pages. Not too bad, not too bad. They still had a ton of mana. They could have recast another pour over the pages, but if they were tapped out, I wouldn't have been able to make 5 if I had countered that one. Yeah. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, that's all right. I'm looking to counter Omniscience. I think that should be pretty good. Too bad I don't have 2 blue. It would be nice to throw 2 negates towards this opponent. That would have been quite helpful. If I had 2 blue, it could have been nice to counter the first pour over the pages and then the second one, and yeah, they're going to play something big. Well, we'll try. We'll try. Maybe they don't have it. Oh, they don't have it. Oh. Or they have another one in their hands. I thought so. Okay. We'll see. I imagine they'll still get us. They have many ways to draw cards and untap their lands. It was just kind of cool to see that happen. They have enough mana for another ultimatum, of course. Or they're just going to play a bunch of stuff. Any number of painful things could be coming up. I'm hoping to use 3 mana for Archdruid's Charm to search for Ghalta's Stampede Tyrant and also have Vaultborn Tyrant still out. I don't know, I might want to splash even more for blue because this is fun. I'll play it out some more. I have beaten Lotus Field before, letting him go through things. There's a very low chance of winning, but it's not unheard of. And I could potentially do something big and powerful that might kill him. If they're tapped out, if they stumble. Okay, they only have 6. That might be nice. They don't have enough for an ultimatum, which is a very positive thing. They've gone through 3 pour over the page. Okay, no, they played their land for the turn, and another pour over the pages, perhaps. Okay. Oh, this is... I'm liking the looks of this. They probably got another counter spell, unfortunately. Yeah. Discontinuity, sadly. Actually, never mind, the gate. Surprise! There you go. Woo! Yeah. Get him. That was sweet. I've never done that before, but that's pretty darn addictive. Okay. But yeah, absolutely hidden strings. Not having that is 100% painful for the deck. The 2 mana to untap 2 lands. Both of those lands would be Lotus Fields. Okay, well that tends to do the trick. I might be able to get him if I choose the correct card to be put back. Depending what mixture it is, it's almost guaranteed to be over. You never know, they might not pick certain things, so okay. Yeah, never mind. That tends to do the trick. A valiant effort, nice to counter that discontinuity. Perhaps if I was able to play Ghalta, everybody had haste. Oh, that would have been the sweetest of wins. Yeah, that's something I can get behind. Of course, regular control, not too worried about that, but having something up my sleeve for that kind of nasty control combo sort of thing, Lotus Field specifically, very nice. Oh yeah, the odd time I've let that ultimatum go off, I've been able to choose just the best thing of the 3 to be put back, and then the 2 things that they get to play for 3 free, it's bad, but I have won before. And I think I will win with this hand. 2 Sunken Citadels, lovely. All I need to see is a Castle Garenbrig, and there is 12 chances to do so. Castle itself, 4 Sylvan Scryings, and then also the Archdruid's Charms. Oh, it's happening. Or Tamiyo to also dig further. Definitely plotting Outcaster Trailblazer, just in case, we see Castle Garenbrig next turn. That would be quite nice. Able to make enough for Ghalta. That could be about it. Of course, I do imagine there's some number of counter spells. They're probably going to counter Outcaster. Okay, they don't. That happened almost instantaneously, which is quite nice indeed. Well, I'm just going to go with Sylvan Scrying. Still, no counter spell. Odd. Huh. I'll play the other Outcaster Trailblazer. I want to draw cards, actually. Oh, this is very good. I want to set up for a very powerful Ghalta next turn if they happen to not have a sweeper. Nice. It does look like spirits, but this Azorius opponent, blue and white, didn't do anything with 3 mana. Thousand Moon Smithy, well, you're dead. Good game. You're so incredibly dead, there's not even a...
Ruthless aggression!
Folks, this is about as ruthless as it gets. I put another Ghalta out with all the triggers from the original Trailblazers, and I'm going to take it when I can take it. And I'm going to do the dirty thing. Man. And you see that second instance of Ghalta's trigger under all those draw triggers, which I could put them all out. Of course, I don't really need to. Let's get a little bit more trample damage. Yeah. Of course, I absolutely don't really need the draw triggers from Trailblazer. Yeah. Drawing 10 cards while I have lethal, but then also putting all those cards out. I could have put out the Regisaur, the Vaultborn, the 3 Regisaurs, and the 2 Vaultborns that I drew to draw more. Actually, I drew another Ghalta, so I could have chained Ghalta's ability a third time. Technically, you get the idea. I could have played my entire deck and attacked with everything. It doesn't always happen, but it would certainly take down a lot of opponents that have gained a lot of life. Yes. The opponent is probably thinking, oh, this is my bad luck. It certainly is, because as many of us have seen, you don't always do this all the time, but it is nice to show the ultimate potential of what you might achieve. If you're not fast enough, boom. If you tap out at a critical moment, definitely boom. Whew. Yeah, okay. What is it? It's going to be the thing that, well, we'll see if they get it. I'll explain it. I have a hunch. Do I need Tamiyo? No. This opponent is not making me discard or sacrifice stuff. But they certainly, well, I'm sure they have a lot of things I might want to counter. Non-creature spells, definitely. Repulsive mutation. We'll keep it like that. Certainly 4 counter spells has to be more helpful than the 4 Tamiyo Collector of Tales. Now. Oh, beautiful hand. 2 lands, one of them being a forest, one of them being a source of blue for the Castle Garenbrig, and then the Sylvan on turn 2. I like it. We're just going to have to hope we dodge counter spells as we did the previous game, but well, they're going to be gunning for answers in the realm of counter spells. I think there's a very low chance we get off with Sylvan Scrying. That's alright. Azorius Artifacts, it appears to be. This could be painful. They do have counter spells. Okay, it's Azorius Artifact, Fabrication, Foundry, something. Yeah, just a lot of counter spells. Well, we'll search for Sunken Citadel. Absolutely, that's going to be our land next turn. Of course, it enters tapped. I won't have 3 available, but we got to get Sunken down ASAP. That's how it goes. Azorius Enchantment Artifacts. Oh, it's got that. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, attacking stuff. We should be okay. We definitely will be playing one of the other lands, plus plotting the Trailblazer. If I draw Ghalta next turn or the turn after that, it's going to be very, very, very deadly. Synthesizer Azorius. Azorius Artifact Control. It's going to be interesting, especially seeing Assimilation Aegis. 1 white and a blue. When it enters, exile 1 creature until it leaves the battlefield. I don't mind about that. Whenever it becomes attached to a creature for as long as it remains attached, that creature becomes a copy. Okay, so it's like a temporary exile. Not much of a problem if I'm doing big deadly stuff that the opponent can't do anything about. Okay. Do I play Carnage Tyrant? I think that could be helpful to deter aggression from this opponent. I say we do Carnage Tyrant. It might scare him away from doing things, and I like scaring opponents away. I'm going to block the Ingenious Smith, whichever one is the biggest. Next turn, Vaultborn Tyrant perhaps. They can't target Carnage Tyrant, so we should be safe. That Assimilation Aegis When it enters, it can't temporarily exile this guy. I love hexproof. You're never targeting it, ever. Oh, well, technically, okay. Okay, that's good. Yeah, destroy everything. They do have Shadow Spear, and I do have to mention the potential of Shadow Spear. They can pay 1, permanents your opponent's control, lose hexproof, and indestructible. So, yes, Carnage Tyrant can be targeted. Not so fun. Yes, yeah, I always forget about Shadow Spear, just because it is, you know, pretty uncommon. Great minds think alike, though. We're on the same wavelength. I've used it before sometimes. It certainly makes dinosaurs even more scary, especially something like Palani's Hatcher, which is pretty big to start with, being 5 power, and you make it trample and lifelink. It's a lovely package. However, I still... Outcaster, Trailblazer... Plot... Nah. Just Vaultborn Tyrant. Let's just do it. Gain some more life. Get to that Ghalta. Eventually, we will get to Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. And I got Negate. I can stop some sort of funny business that the opponent might be trying. Okay, that looks pretty good. Crafting the unstable glyph bridge into the Sand Swirl Wanderglyph. A flying artifact golem creature. Whenever an opponent casts a spell during their turn, they can't attack. And each opponent who has attacked can't cast spells, so that's interesting. Huh. It's not super scary. We should be able to get the job done, although that thing is pretty big. We'll go with Castle Garenbrig, 100%. Tap 3 lands to make a bunch for Outcaster, technically casting it for 2, because it makes 1 when it enters. We just keep casting spells. We keep stacking up all the card draw, hopefully getting to Ghalta. That's really what we're looking for here. Getting the triggers. We'll get Ghalta at some point here. I guess not. That's all right. What can you do? Oh, I have to get rid of 3. Regis or Alpha. I have to discard more, or is it just 1? Just 1? Oh, okay, it's just 1. All right. Sylvan Scrying is gone, and Ghalta has to be coming up. Keep in mind, we haven't seen any yet. We're over a third of the way through the deck, and not 1 of 4 copies of Ghalta Stampede Tyrant has appeared. There's a very good chance. It could be coming up next. We're not dead yet from the Sand Swirl Wanderglyph, but we do have to be a little bit worried. It does have flying, and it does have 6 power, and okay, we can't target that. It's not good. That's not too bad. They got a total of 9. Huh. That might not be enough. I'll just play the other Outcaster Trailblazer next turn, and we should still be able to play Ghalta Stampede. Oh, or let me think. Can I still play Ghalta by searching for this? 6? No, I can't. Has to be Outcaster Trailblazer. Make the 6 by tapping 3. Boom. That's alright. That's alright. We're going to take somebody out with that Archdruid's Charm. Keep that in mind. Ghalta. Where's Ghalta? Oh, we got Ghalta. Actually, I can't attack. I forgot. If I cast Ghalta and put everybody out, I can't attack that turn. Alright. But I'll just keep playing stuff. That's actually what I want to do. Let me think. Gotta make sure I have 3 left. Okay, would I have 3 left with that? No. Yeah. Let's go Archdruid's Charm. Take out that thing. Can't target it. Ward 1, Ward 2. Okay. Oof. I like that. Might as well play another Palani's Hatcher, draw a bunch more stuff. Then we'll kill him. Then we'll get him next turn. Okay. Man, that's a lot of stuff I have to discard. We're at a nice healthy 28. We should be okay, I hope. The Wanderglyph thing is gone, so I can do my Ghalta thing. We don't have to worry so much. We should be safe. They sweep, they die. They don't sweep, they die. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, phew. That was a little bit wacky. Perhaps I could have got the job done a little bit sooner, a little bit differently, but I think navigating something interesting, something potentially very painful. If we didn't have all that life gain, it would have been a very different story, I think. Vaultborn Tyrant, a super all-star, and just about the, well, it was the most ruthless aggression you could possibly do. Okay. Well, it's certainly not a lot of black stuff tonight. We'll get into a mono black waste not discard, I would imagine. We'll see. Hopefully Tamiyo Collector of Tales does shine a little bit. I'm sure she will. At least once. Maybe having her in has sort of scared away anybody using Thoughtseize. The algorithm sees Tamiyo and... oh, no. We can't have this opponent face off against Tarzan. He's using the ultimate discard and sacrifice hate. That is great. Oh, now it's Amalia. Maybe. Oh, you never know. Ketria and Castle Garenbrig, lovely stuff. Turn 2, we'll go with the Sylvan Scrying to grab a Sunken, and we'll be in a good position as long as the opponent isn't super fast. Selesnya Aura is definitely cut. Certainly has been confirmed with the Rune of Sustenance there. I think we'll be fast enough. 100% though. Grab the Sunken, play the Sunken, get it down as soon as you can. You'll be kicking yourself if you don't. You have the Outcaster that you could play or plot coming up. But Sunken always has to happen eventually. Archdruid's Charm can actually take out Scrub, which could be very hilarious. It is an artifact creature, and we could be almost dead. We'll see. Well, we're not dead quite yet, but yeah. I'm sure we're dead with the... okay, yeah, no, I get the drill. I get what's going on, however... don't want to do anything different. Oh, we're super cooked once again. Just a fairly uncommon deck. Didn't have anything to outrace it. It's pretty hard to deal with that. A nasty opponent, a deck like this on the play, that thing's getting big. A 15-13 lifelink, first strike, trample, and vigilance. So it wasn't even leaving itself open. It can't have blocked, but... do I want Repulsive Mutation? Maybe. Tail's End? Possibly. If they play Skrelv, it is a legendary permanent, a legendary spell. But the majority of things they might attach stuff to, it might not be legendary. Negate? Stopping an enchantment? Tamiyo's not doing anything, really, so we'll trim that quite easily, I think, and... negate and Tail's End. Skullcrack, well, that could be good. You know what, I kind of like Skullcrack. Take out, potentially, that early creature. Never mind, you can't take out a creature. It's only players and planeswalkers. I realized my mistake right as I locked in, so... yeah, Light Paws, SRAM, Skrelv. I guess a lot of the things they do attach to... yeah, they are legendary. Yeah. Tail's End, I guess, would have been good. Hexproof. A Paradise Druid sometimes is a... Toadstool Admirer. That's also something. Definitely got to get the other Sunken down. We're on track for something very big and explosive as long as I draw no more lands. I have everything I want. Maybe they have a Beseju or something up their sleeve. Okay. Light Paws, as you mentioned. A very good call, but Ketria Triome also very good. We'll use Sylvan Scrying. We're not going to be possibly using the land that we drop with it eventually. Another backup Castle Garenbrig might as well. I do have another 2, but there isn't anything I needed specifically. Ouch. Skullcrack at the very least could deal some damage to the opponent and stop them from gaining life if Light Paws gets lifelink here. Hopefully it doesn't. Skullcrack is in for maybe Quintorius, Amalia on a critical turn, stop him from gaining life, and it could just buy me enough time to explode on the following turn, turn 5 potentially, if Amalia is a little bit slower. But there isn't anything I was super scared about. If I want, just removal on a planeswalker, perhaps, that sort of thing. But also damage can't be prevented. This is to help against the wacky stuff. 9 lives, Solemnity combo, makes it so I don't deal damage, and damage is prevented. However, with Skullcrack, damage can't be prevented. And again, I wasn't really worried about much else. I had a little bit of extra space, and I wanted to use Skullcrack. I've been meaning to redeem wild cards, and that is lethal. Okay, well, we're dead. Yes, definitely dead. Yeah. But yeah, it could help against Amalia. Stop him from doing anything that turn, and that might just be enough. But 9 lives. Very, very painful. Eminem referencing Nerdcore. Very fantastic. It is nice to see other genres get a little bit of spotlight shone on them, especially if you're invested in it. Yeah, it's quite nice. Well, you never know. JDX, you do say I'm going to be brought on stage when you sell out stadiums or arenas. I'll spit some words. My words will be fire, lit, or something. Spit some mad verse. I think that's what the kids say. Spit some mad verse. Yeah. Spittin' fire. I'm pretty sure it's spittin' fire. Yeah. Desire. We found the black opponent. Okay, we got Tamiyo. Good stuff. Seems to be mono black midrange with the gifted Aetherborn. That's a pretty usual indication. It's going to have other painful stuff, but we'll grab the first Sunken Citadel. Possibly. We'll choose blue. Yeah, we'll choose blue. We want it for Tamiyo. That's alright. The first one is blue. Sylvan Scrying grabbing another Sunken, which the second one we'll choose as green. But if by chance I want to get Tamiyo next turn, I can do so with the Cavern of Souls. I will have a potential of 4. But at the moment it makes complete sense to just go with Sunken. Oh, the opponent's chances are sinking fast. They have to... Oh, they're dead next turn. Okay, they're not. They saved themselves. Desire, flat tire, dinos for hire, dinos flying higher. They're going to get rid of Ghalta if they know what's... Well, if they don't know. But if they know what's going to happen, Ghalta's gone. If they put 2 and 2 together, we just have to hope they don't put 2 and 2. Oh, they did. Okay. It's all right. Maybe we would have gotten another... Yeah. Do I want to... Yeah, we're playing Vaultborn. The opponent has been mana screwed. They've missed a few lands, so... Play this and maybe watch them concede.
But you can't do this to me.
Boom,
You know how much I
madness.
sacrificed?
Yeah, that would be good. Attack with the Gifted Aetherborn. Do it. They won't. Okay. Do I want to start digging for Ghalta? Yeah, let's start digging for Ghalta. Let's do the +1. Or I just oh, they exiled it. They exiled it? Yeah, they did. Okay. So we're going +1. Ghalta coming up. Ooh. Well, that was interesting. I milled a bunch of Tamiyos and we'll cycle the Ketria Triome coming up here. I thought the Gifted Aetherborn might block, but that's all right. You don't... Okay, wow. Hopefully work goes well for you, Scorpion. Absolutely. I was spitting so much lit fire, and my rhymes kept rising higher. With all the dough I was buying people to say I wasn't a liar. Yeah, something like that. I would have to work on it, tweak it a little bit, but I think I could make a pretty good verse. Some good lines. Yeah. It's never enough time in the day to do things like that. I barely... Well, it feels like I don't have enough time. I certainly want to do this more than I already do. Let's keep searching for Ghalta. We know what we're looking for. Oh, still no Ghalta. Play another Vaultborn. Gain a bunch more life. This is good. This is good. Ghalta. Where's the Ghalta? You can do it. Play the Outcast or Trailblazer to get more card draw, to gain more life. This actually is better and better and better. We're going to get Ghalta. The next copy is coming up. It's got to be coming up. Guess it's not. Take out Sorin. I want to take away some of their card advantage. Absolutely. Sorin the Mirthless, the +1. Look at the top card. They may reveal it, put it into their hand. I don't want them to be drawing more stuff, and I don't like it. Okay. It is nice hearing about the different rap scenes. Scottish. Maybe I should... Okay, well, we got him. All right. No. Phew. However, I'm definitely keeping Tamiyo Collector of Tales in. Seems to be... just a general basic mono black midrange. Huh. Oh yeah, they didn't read the Planeswalker. I forgot I played Tamiyo. I wondered why they conceded, that they rage quit, but I forgot what the card I added for tonight did. What it was protected against. I'm so used to Leyline of Sanctity giving me hexproof, making me not be able to be targeted. Okay. That's what happened. That's why it happened. Oh, right. A hand with no lands to a perfect hand. Absolutely perfect. Now we'll choose Sunken for blue. I feel very comfortable. Oh, Thoughtseize. It's fine. Oh, look. What can Thoughtseize not get rid of? A land. Boom. If we get to Tamiyo, there we go. We got the source. No drive after work. You're tired. It's understandable. I don't know, I just like to keep going and going and going, and sometimes I pass out and I don't do a stream. I try to mention it on the Discord, which, if anybody is not in the Discord yet, do so. Hopefully no thoughts. Necromentia, oh, they're going to get... We'll see. Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. Okay, you do what you gotta do. They're searching through. We won't be doing that big thing, but like I said, what did I say? It's not all about Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. Many of you know this fact. I still get to play big stuff every turn. Turn 4 Carnage Tyrant, turn 5 Vaultborn or T-Rex, and then the other one afterwards. It's good. It's still good. Well, it's not good, but yeah. I think so. An advert for dinosaur damage. Ruthless dinosaur damage brought on to the opponents every night, all the time, for 4 years. I think it's been about 4 years or something like that. The choice to make them feel noisy. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've come a long way. I'm excited to keep going with this, practicing ad lib. I guess it's called improv. I think it's a very useful skill to have. It certainly helped me build confidence, absolutely, and go out into the world more than I was doing. Well, I guess I'm in my room, but you get the idea. Yes, definitely have a good one, JDX. Hopefully all is well with you in that regard, family-wise, and catch you next time. That's definitely a keep, though. Lots of lovely lands. We got that fantastic Tamiyo, Ketria Triome as well, to get the source of blue, so I can comfortably choose the Sunken... Okay, well, we're facing off against mono green. Not super bad. Could be better, but hey, we're on the play. So, no. Okay, yeah, it is mono green. They will have the potential. They will definitely be using, whatchamacallit, Elish Norn, Mother of Machines. That is certainly very scary stuff. We'll keep that Ketria Triome there. We'll get the Trailblazer plotted, ready and waiting. And then we'll dig for stuff. Hopefully drawing a Castle Garenbrig next turn. We'll wait until Outcaster Trailblazer is cast to make the 8th. Oh, okay, wow. Well, this is extra interesting. Discard Tribal, I don't know. It might be... For me, it might be mill. Yeah, if I had a choice, it's probably mill. This is the first time I've seen Voja, Jaws of the Conclave. I certainly expected to see it a little bit more. A very nasty, powerful wolf. 5 for a 5/5 Vigilance, Trample, and Ward 3. Whenever it attacks, put X counters on each creature you control, where X is the number of elves you control. Draw a card for each wolf you control. This is... yeah. It's not good. We would have to play Ghalta next... Okay, well, we can't play Ghalta. Dun, dun, dun. That's alright. Maybe we can. Hold on a sec. Let me think. Don't think so. Trying to think of the... Yeah, Outcaster Trailblazer. Let's see what it draws. Make a green. Make a green. Like that. 2. Now we can only make 7. Okay. They did a big powerful thing, kind of like I do a big powerful thing, but everything didn't have haste, so on the odd chance we had some sort of sweeper, it could have been deadly. However, I'm the tail's end, 100% tail's end. We want to get rid of Voja. Boom. That's how it's going. It's not happening. Again. Ever. Repulsive Mutation. We'll focus on Tail's End, hoping to see it somewhat early, although Voja does cost a total of 5, so we at least have a couple turns as the opponent builds up a bit of mana to play that nasty legendary creature that elevates everything they're doing. This, though, is very tempting. 2 Sunken Citadels, 1 mulligan. Okay, much better. We got the Tail's End, 2 Castle Garenbrigs. Ooh, perfect. Send Carnage Tyrant to the bottom. I could see a scenario where we play Tyrranax Rex on turn 4 instead of Carnage Tyrant. I might want the haste from Tyrranax Rex down the line, even if I can't play anything on turn 4. Because I sent the Carnage Tyrant to the bottom, Tyrranax Rex might be just a little bit more beneficial. Yeah, we'll see. Ooh. Oh, we should be good. Yeah, Castle Garenbrig. We have to have Castle Garenbrig down at some point, so it might as well be this turn to go with Sylvan to grab that Sunken. And now we have 2 eventually whenever they do the thing. We know they're not in black, so we don't have to worry about Thoughtseize or anything. We should be able to quite easily stop that big thing that they will play. I love it. If there is some sort of legendary creature that happens before, oh, we'll be alright. I'm not countering Varus, Silvery Moon Ranger. You know what I'm waiting for. Oh, no, don't do that. You know what, we'll still go with Ketria. Would they play something big next turn? That is the question. I think they might make 5 for Voja. We'll see. Oh yes, it does that. I really could. You know what? Let's change the guy. Actually, I could change the border as well. Nope, that's not it. I have a lot of layers. Nope, that's not it. Somewhere here, back bar. Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, just in case. What's underneath here? What creature are they trying to play? I think I want to stop that. Gwenna. Oh, it's Gwenna, huh? Actually, it might fit where the pet rock goes. A live tweaking of the border. That's pretty good. Actually, I should make him sit on the pet rock. Almost forgot there was Cavern of Souls. I couldn't play it. Okay. Well, we won't be countering anything, but yeah, definitely animating it. That would be pretty good. However, I'm just going to play Tyrranax Rex and hope for the best. Oh boy. Boom. That's going to be lovely. As long as they don't do anything too big next turn, we might be alright. I mean, I don't really ever play counter spells. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad I realized that I couldn't have countered Gwenna. It asked me, hey, are you sure you want to counter it? And I wondered, why was I seeing that? That was why. If they attack with everything, it could be over. As long as I connect with both Tyrranax Rexes next turn, they're dead to toxic, to poison counters. That's not too bad. I like the looks of this. Yeah, they don't have an extra 4. It's not happening, Werefox. Where's your damage? Yeah, it could be. It could be. Oh. You're dead. Poof. Chances went up in smoke. Again, oftentimes all you have to do is just play Tyrranax Rexes. Yeah.
You won! You did it!
That's what I say sometimes. I've said it many times before. Could I just, or should I just sometimes make the Tyrranax Rex plan more consistent? Maybe I trim Ghalta in some cases, but again, that is pretty much the best thing to do. Yeah, okay, well, have a good rest of your work. Tail's End, do I want that in? Well, maybe not. I will keep it in. We'll hope we dodge the Cavern of Souls from the opponent. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. Maybe I'll shrink the little dinosaur here, so he's not quite as big on top of the rock. That hand does not rock, though. Not even a single land. No. I mean, it's getting a little bit better. Definitely. Okay, well. Oh, one land for days. All right, we had to mulligan a bunch of times, and well, I'm sure we're done for, but you never know. You never know. I don't think I've ever won with 3. I've won going down to 4. That was pretty cool. Oh, they got an Elvish Mystic. Oh my goodness. If we get a Sunken Citadel, we could play Carnage Tyrant on turn 4. Maybe that would buy us enough time to do something good. That's not a Sunken. We could draw a Sylvan Scrying next turn, or Archdruids, or Sunken itself. 12 things. Well, that's a very real possibility. Oh boy. Oh, that's not Sunken. Okay, well. That would have been a pretty cool recovery, though. Voja, maybe? That's not happening. We'll wait one more turn, see what we draw, but that's going to be it. Pretty sure. Cemetery Prowler. Okay, just a lot of good stuff. I really like what this opponent is doing. Naya, Elf Wolves. Wolf Elves. Well, Sunken Citadel, too little, too late, unfortunately. A couple turns sooner, certainly things might have gone a little bit different. Carnage Tyrant, at the very least, would have deterred some good aggression from the opponent. Alright, well, we'll leave it there for tonight. An extra, well, and also wackier night, a different mixture completely from the previous one. It is nice to see a bunch of different stuff for sure, but well, that's how she goes. Hopefully everybody had a good time, good evening, morning, afternoon, whenever it is you are watching. Have a good rest of your time zone. Get some good rest. Get some really good rest. And I'll see you next time. And here's the countdown. Peace. Have a good one.
I am inevitable.